Marvel is by far the best movie series ever created. But what is going on, guys? It is day number 36 of the series. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. So, today and yesterday, I rewatched Infinity War Endgame. I watched an Ultron as well. And I thought this was a pretty fitting video just for my love of the Marvel franchise. I had to put on this shirt because I thought it was also pretty fitting to wear during this video. But Marvel and what they've done with the MCU is by far the greatest movie series ever. And it's hard to explain that to people that haven't watched all of them, and it's hard to explain that to people that don't really care about like the whole storyline. From watching it, I've watched all, I think it's probably at this point like 30, around 30 movies or so. I'd have to look it up just to be 100% sure. But it's about 30 movies or so to go from start to finish, from Iron Man 1 all the way to the most recent movie. By far the best series ever. Some of my favorite, well, I've been watching them since Iron Man 1 came out, and at the time, I think it came out in 2008, I believe. I will check that one. Yeah, it was Iron Man 1, and that came out in 2008. At the time of that coming out, I was 6 years old, and I watched it. Obviously didn't really remember it too well, but by the time Avengers came out in 2012, I was 10 years old. So then I definitely I was a little bit more capable of understanding watching the movie, and then as they all come out, all the way up until Endgame in 2019, I was able to watch them all, and over the years be able to grow with the series as well. So watching them from the start when I was a child all the way up until a few years ago, following up to or leading up to Endgame, has been the most elaborate movie scheme ever. And I just want to throw this out there, throw my love of Marvel movies out there, and talk about it a little bit. It's really interesting what they're going to do with Phase 5 and 6. Or I'm really interested what they're going to do with Phase 5 and 6. We've got Secret Wars coming out. What are some other ones? Secret Wars. And coming up very soon, this Friday actually, is going to be the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I know that movie, I'm not 100% sure if that's part of the MCU universe, but nonetheless, it is a Marvel movie, so I'm excited to watch that as well. And one thing I will say is I have not watched all of the TV series. I definitely need to watch those, go back and kind of follow some of those so I can get up to date on the movie series. When it comes to all the movies, all the way up until Endgame and even a few after, some of the best movies I've ever watched in my life. Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain to people that haven't watched them all and followed the storyline, but it is by far the best. Between the Stan Lee cameos, between the fighting scenes, all the the meaningful scenes, between the cross-referencing from all the way from Iron Man all the way up until Endgame, and all of the character crossovers, all the origin stories, and so on and so forth. It is definitely, in my opinion, and I think it's probably factual, it is the most elaborate movie scheme over such a long period of time I think ever created. I will say, I'm not throwing any shade towards the Harry Potters, the Lord of the Rings, and those big movie series, because although those are big, I just don't think they're as elaborate. I'm also not as well versed on those. I have seen all of the Harry Potters, and I have seen, I think, majority of the Lord of the Rings, but they just don't do any justice when it comes to the Marvel movies. They are very good, but they're not touching the Marvel series. Me personally, my favorite superhero or my favorite character in the Marvel universe is obviously Iron Man. Iron Man's got to be the best. He is literally the greatest Avenger. I just finished watching Endgame, and as it goes, or when it comes to Avenger or avenging, Iron Man's just the greatest. I don't think that's even up for debate. Although, they couldn't have gotten the job done without the whole team. I thought it was so cool. And I remember watching this movie in the theaters. The in-game fight scene is probably the best fight scene ever made. It's so crazy because the whole storyline between the two movies, Infinity War and then Endgame, is just so packed. It's 6 hours full of just juiciness, But I'm going to keep this one short. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here, kind of show my love for the Marvel series. Drop a comment down below if you have watched them all. Drop a comment down below if y'all are interested. I can definitely do a little bit more research and do some more thorough videos on the Marvel series. It's something that I would be interested in doing. So if you are interested in that, drop a comment down below. I would love to do that if we get a little bit of interest in that. But yeah, today is day number 36 of this series. Easy day, just quick little conversation about one of my loves in cinema. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been day number 36, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 37. Peace.